Man, that shit crazy. It's all good though. It's all good. What's happening? Banned. I ain't even say nothing. Banned. Banned. I am banned. Yes, I am banned on Instagram again. I can, bro. They do me like that all the time, bro. I'm just used to it. I ain't really even say nothing, bro. It's crazy. I gotta share this. See how they do me? Crazy, right? What they say? Hate speech. You looks like you shared or sent something that attacks a person or a group of people based on who they are. Hold on, what this says? You have a 179 days. You misunderstood the content. That's not offensive in my region. I mean, come on, bro. We're not talking about no, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even say nothing to do nothing, bro. People, goddamn, bro, I can't do nothing around here. Why can't you say nothing, bro? We just talk about. Where's the keeper? There's a keeper coming here. We're gonna get rid of all that. Hate speech, content removal, hate speech, hate speech, hate speech. Bro, what's up with all this hate speech, bro? Nah, I ain't worried about them, bro. I ain't worried about them. We got that took. We, you know what I'm saying? Give me a second. We're gonna be straight on that. I ain't worried about them, bro. I ain't worried about no trolls, man. That's they shit, bro. You know, they can have that. I'm cool. We cool over here. You hear me? Welcome to another episode of Talking Fiction. YouTube edition. Instagram hating. This news matter time. That's why I always had that one. You know what I'm saying? I always had this one on the back burner because I know Instagram they gonna hate. They always hating on us, bro. They don't like that content. You know what I'm saying? They don't like for us to come with the real. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. We're going to keep disseminating this information. First of all, let me say this. This is all fiction. Nothing I talk about is real. Nothing that I talk about are facts. This is all fiction. I be on a 24-hour ban. I can't go live. I can't comment on nobody posts till tomorrow night at 10:27. It's like a 24-hour ban. You know what I'm saying? So I'll be banned for 24 hours at a time. And I can't comment. I can't post. I can't do nothing. So until they review the shit. And, you know, artificial intelligence reviews everything. So we'll see how it go. It don't really matter because I was done delivering my message in the first place. But first of all, let me just get this out. None of this is facts. I don't talk about nothing based in facts. I don't talk about nothing that's real. I don't talk about nothing that's anything other than fiction. This is all fiction. This is all fiction. If you take this serious, this is all fiction. So if you can't take fiction, it's not facts, man. This is not truth. This is fiction. So don't get you. Yeah, they banned you too. Like, yeah, bro. Like, that's what happened. That's why I don't be liking for people to go live with me. Because they banned both of us. They banned both of us, bro. That's why I don't be liking to let people in on the live because they may hit me for something I said earlier, and then you just catch friendly fire. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is all fiction, bro. Don't take this serious. Don't get all wadded up. This is all fiction, man. So back to these manifestors and these coaches and everybody talking about creating reality, and they ain't giving you all the information. Come pay me for my coaching. It's only $19.99 per week. And y'all will pay me for a consultation at your leisure. That means after you have acquired and gathered all of the information, after you've had all of your dreams, and after you've obtained all of the stuff and you just need to bounce some information. Yeah, because I used to do this shit for free. When I was doing it for free, it was, I don't know about that. Then when the shit hit real, like, oh shit. He did say he was from New Orleans. He did say he's an Indian practice that, oh shit, like, did he a voodoo? Did he practice voodoo? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It'd be all fun and games. It was all fun and games when it was free until the shit started happening. Then when shit started happening and you started creating your own reality and you started manipulating time and space, then it was like, oh shit. But you didn't accept how great you were. Like, you really wanted to say, this is most people's problem. They want to say it's somebody else. It's no one else, bro. It's you. All of the good things that happen to you. I need y'all to get this. Because a lot of good shit happened to y'all. A lot of good stuff happened in y'all life. That's you. You gave me the confidence. I didn't give you shit. You, listen. Try to make this as simple as possible. You created me. You created me. Man, I don't know what I would do. You gave me the confidence. No, I didn't. You said to yourself, I wish I had more confidence to do a certain thing. Over time, you said, you know, I need to be more confident in how I'm doing this thing. And then over time, you said, you know what? I'm confident enough to do this thing. See how that works? That's the transition. When you recognize, like, damn, I could be better at that. I need to be better at that. Then on the flip side, you say, you know what? I'm getting better at that. Then you say, you know what? I'm nice at that. And you're like, oh shit. And then that's when you become the person that you need to be. And that's how shit go. All the way. Like this is the thing. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. Everything that has been created, everything that's going to be created has been created. There's nothing new under the sun. There's just derivatives of everything. Well, we got new this, we knew that. Ain't nothing new, man. Everything is something made better. Everything that has ever been created has already been created. Everybody's just making improvements on everything. That's what evolution is. It's an improvement on everything. Like, just look at these new athletes. These niggas freaks. These niggas freaks, bro. Like, you know, they're no stronger. They're no faster. You know, we always had 4-1 guys. We always had 4-2 guys. We always had 1,000-pound bench pressers. We always had 2,000-pound leg pressers. It's just that they have evolved and they're more agile and all this other type of stuff. Like, it's just an evolution. It's just an evolution. They're just improving on everything. Everything that has ever been created is created. There's nothing new under the sun. So if you know that there's nothing new under the sun, then all you have to do is create a reality that allows the thing that you want to become part of that reality. And that's how shit go. Simple. It be simple shit, bro. But you know, some people they just, you know, they take life too serious. You know what I mean? They just take life too serious. When you take life serious, then life gives you more seriousness. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool too. Like, that's the thing. Like, what does that got to do with you? If they created new suns, so like that's the part that people get mixed up. Like they be wanting to be so inclusive. They did this. I don't care what they did. I woke up this morning. I got an opportunity to change my reality. I don't care if it's 8 suns in the sky. If I can breathe and I can move, cool. Oh, that's dope. 8 suns in the sky. Maybe I get more melanin. You see what I'm saying? And that's how shit go. Like, people just be caught up in shit that don't even matter. Shout out to Minnesota. You know, I was just talking about one of my close mentees that work for the Minnesota Vikings. Shout out to Minnesota, man. Minneapolis, man. Great city, great people. I fought with Minnesota. They gave a couple of my mentees the opportunity to create a great life for itself. For sure. Shout out to Minnesota, bro. For real, for real. Like, y'all gotta detach yourself from the bullshit. And see, and like just look at this. Let's look at this troll situation, right? YouTube got a real bad troll situation. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Philly, man. Shout out to Philly. I fought with Philly. Tough. Go back long ways. North Philly, 23rd and Thompson. I fought with a lot of niggas up there in Philly. You know what I'm saying? But you just look at the situation. Everybody just want to be important. They want to insert themselves in other people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And what they do don't matter. It's always about what you do. All you need to concentrate on what you do. What can you learn from someone that can enhance what you do in your life? I really don't care about what people do for a living. There's a lot of people that do a lot of shit. A lot of rich people, a lot of poor people, a lot of people that got skills, a lot of people that don't have no skills, a lot of people that know how to scam. It's people that know how to do everything. I really don't give a shit about what you do, because I create the reality that I live. And if I want to change something in it, then I need to change the way that I'm thinking. So I change the way that I'm thinking so that people come into my life that interests me in a way that I can take something from them and apply it to my life. And so that's what being mindful is, and being, in mind. That's what all is mind means. It means being mindful about the thoughts that you think so that you can create the reality that you want by allowing the things that's already been created, because there's nothing new under the sun, to come into your life to enhance what it is you're trying to do. I'm your manifestation. That's simple. Bro, this is what you do. You gotta have fun, man. You could always tell a miserable person. That's what I'm saying. That's the whole bot situation on YouTube. There's only two. Let me show you who the trolls are. Trolls are people who hate themselves. They're computer generated, artificial intelligence from another country or whatever the fuck. Or people that just scrolling, stopping by to see if this is interesting or whatnot. And if it is, they stay for a little bit. If it's not, they move on. But for the most part, actual general people who seek to troll, they got self-hate issues. They got kidney problems, they got liver problems, they got heart problems. They probably constipated and they're not getting good sleep. That's why when if you was to wake up in the middle of the night, you come on YouTube and go to the lives and just scroll through the lives and just look in any of the comments. There's only three type of people. People with a self-hate issue, a fucking AI server, scammer, whoever the fuck, automatically typing shit to get a response, or people who just interacting. There's only three types. Anybody, anybody that wants to provoke a response, this is why I'm so nice. Your buddy came in, first thing he put was an Israeli flag in Israel. So they got to do with me. I ain't from Israel. I'm from Mississippi. I don't know nothing about the country. I don't know nothing about the people. I don't know nothing about nothing. So what does that got to do with me? So because they want to interject and provoke a response, ain't but three people that could be. That's somebody that they hate themselves. They hate they from Israel. They just want sympathy. They want somebody to sympathize or empathize with what's going on. Or it's a bot trying to provoke a discussion for keywords, thought processes to enhance artificial intelligence way of interacting with us. It's all a play. You just got to know how this shit go. Oh, the Ravens losing? And listen, where they playing at though? I mean, the Ravens was due to lose to the Bengals, bro. They was due. The Bengals been stinking up the place with the Ravens for a while. I like Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I already know what my relationship is with Jamar. So, damn, they losing in Baltimore. Oh, that's tough. Ooh, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? Worst habit is procrastination. Best habit, winning the lottery. I won the lottery 3 days a week. I bet if I did a lottery live, I bet if I did a lottery YouTube, that bitch would have 1 million followers. That's why I ain't do it. That's why I ain't do it. Oh, it's tie game? For sure. Like, that's gonna be everybody's game plan to stop Derrick Henry. Like, if I was a DC, like, bro, Lamar, I'm putting a spy on Lamar and I'm putting 8 in the box. Like, bro, Zay Jones and them, Zay Flowers or whoever the fuck, Zay Flowers and them gotta beat me. Tight end, Andrews, Zay Flowers and them, they gonna have to beat me. Because I'm not finna let King Henry and Lamar beat me. I'm putting 8 in the box with a spy, and I'm playing man-to-man all game. You gonna throw fades all game. I ain't gonna lie, bro. If I was DC, bro, I'll run a 8-man, 7-man box with a nickel that can run and tackle and not let King Henry and Lamar beat me, nigga. Zay Flowers and company gonna have to beat me. Y'all gonna have to show me that y'all really like that. I'm sorry. Yeah. I believe the Ravens can I believe the Vikings can beat the Ravens. They just got to play a perfect game. They got to have it. That defense got to be on point. Like to beat the Ravens, Lamar got to have an off game, and the defense on the other side got to be balling. That's simple. Football is so simple to me, man. I did it for so long, man. I watch football now. I just feel like everybody dumb as fuck. Like this analytics done fuck football up. For those of you who don't know, football is ran by artificial intelligence, bro. Football is ran by artificial intelligence. That's why they keep saying analytics. Analytics says. Because analytics come through the earpiece up top, and the up top whistles down, say this got to be a run. And the OC calls a run. And then it's up to the player to make a play or not make a play. That's why they introduce props. And that's why you always fall a half or one under your props when it comes to targets, carries, anything that's dealing with opportunities. You're going to always be a little under or a little over. They can't control the yards. They just control the attempts. So, to say for instance, I shouldn't even be telling y'all the inside scoop on this betting shit because a lot of niggas be betting. So, when it comes to prop bets, and I done made a lot of money on prop bets. When you look at prize picks or you look at season, when you look at anything, I need to do this on a separate live because I need to talk about this to other people. So this is how you make money. I made a lot of money, bro, on props. I don't bet straight bets. I don't bet spreads. I only bet props. I shouldn't even be telling y'all this. Fuck. So this is how I create my reality, right? So you got a thing called analytics. Analytics tell NBA players how many shots to take. Analytics tell offensive coordinators, and they're gonna deny this shit to the T. But just basically based off of contracts that they've signed with casinos and sport betting houses, this should have been a no-brainer for y'all. When you're looking at prop bets, it's always going to have to do with the player and their ability to make a play. Because the attempts that they're going to have to make the plays are going to be just below whatever they set. Now, I'll give you an example. And I should make a YouTube video about this later, just to get views. So let's just look at King Henry, right? The Ravens are playing the Bengals. We're going to look at King Henry and we're going to look at Jamar Chase. What you do is you go look at rushing attempts for King Henry. They're going to have, 18 and a half over or under, right? And then you go look at receiving targets targets for Jamar Chase. It'll have 10.5, 9.5, or whatever, over and under. Most likely, unless some shit change, or unless, you know, for a running back, shit don't really change that much. I've only seen it change a couple of times. Jamar Chase, no, not Jamar Chase, but Jahmyr Gibbs and Montgomery messed it up one time, the algorithm one time, and they got on Detroit ass about that too, but people don't know. And Bijan Robinson in Atlanta messed up the algorithm one time, and your boy Breece Hall in New York, he messed up the algorithm. As far as rushing attempts, targets are easy for them to control because they'll call plays when they call running plays, and this is how they target it. They'll say you'll see over under Jahmyr Gibbs or King Henry. You'll see 18.5. King Henry 18.5 rushing attempts. They'll have him scripted out for 18 carries before the game starts because all OCs have their plays scripted. I was a coach too. I was a head coach and a DC and a defensive back coach too. So, ironic. I got my coaching picture right here. It's ironic I got that picture, right? Anyway, because people be there, you know how trolls be. So they'll have it scripted out, right? They'll have it scripted out. We're gonna give you 18 plays. They won't tell them that, but they'll have 18 call plays for King Henry, including 5 yards and in or 3 yards and in goal line situations, right? When they get in the red zone, you'll notice his carries come down. They'll run bootlegs. They'll run Lamar. They'll do all kind of other shit to keep his rushing attempts down. So you look at his attempts, rushing attempts. They've had him at 18.5. And then you go and you look at how many yards he done gained over the last 3-4 years whenever he's had 18 carries or less. With Tennessee, everybody. You look at that, right? When he's had 18.5 carries or less, what his yards gonna be? Now, we know King Henry done broke some long ones over his career. You take the longest runs out and you look at his average. Then you go look at yards. They may have him over under 18.5 carries, and they may have him over under 109 yards. Based on the average, he averages about 101 yards, take away a long run. Then you look at the frequency of his longest runs, and then you say, okay, he's going to go under on those carries because of how the Bengals defense is. He's going to have a 20-yard run. He's going to have a 25-yard run. He's going to have a 30-yard run. He's going to break a long one. They can control how many attempts he got, but it's hard to control his total yards. You see what I'm saying? So I tell people to stay away from attempts. I tell people to stay away from targets. You see what I'm saying? Especially people like Jamar. Jamar's still on his first contract. So you can't go back and see how many targets he's had over X amount of time and how many yards he's had over that. So they can control how many targets. They can control how many attempts. They can control how many opportunities a player get, but they can't control what a player do when the player get the ball. Players can control anytime touchdowns, just like Buddy broke a long run. He could have scored, but he slid down to the 2-yard line and run the clock out. And they call it a heady play, but bettors lost $8 million on an anytime touchdown. So you got to stay away from certain things you got to stay away from when you're dealing with props. Because it's scripted. The shit is scripted. They can't control how the player play, but they control the narratives. So now you can start thinking, like, when your team lose because of some bullshit, you got to start thinking of the narratives. Like, what narrative they have? Like, what are the odds? And then when you start looking at, like, it's so easy for me now, I can just look at the odds and be like, oh, they're going to lose. I didn't even look at the odds for tonight's game because I feel like the Bengals and the Bengals and the Ravens are like a rival game. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even look at the odds. I ain't even looking at the game, of course. But that's what I'm saying. But if you talk about best qualities, my best qualities is winning the lottery. My worst quality is procrastination. I supposed to been done with my book. I'm still writing that hoe because there's so much information. But that's the thing. You know, it's easy to make money, bro, on betting. If you look at on props, and I don't mean like people trying to make these ridiculous money on parlays. If you want to make money on parlays, pick the obvious. Pick the obvious games. They be minus 350, 450, parlay them up, get a negative 110, put 100, win $110, and go on about your business if you want to win the parlay. Other than that, just pick a prop. Out of all the props that you got, hundreds of thousands of props, pick the prop that's most likely going to hit, that's minus 120 or minus 110, bet it, win it, and go to the next one. Don't overconsume. Most people overconsume. That'd be the problem. So yeah, man. 31 people watching me? Oh my God, this is okay. So y'all want me to talk some more knowledge, huh? If y'all waiting on more knowledge? Okay. Y'all want to talk more about manifestation? Because I done talk my shit on Instagram. I ain't really got a whole lot more to say. I just wanted to come over here and antagonize everybody, the trolls. I just wanted to come and antagonize the trolls that come over here and try to troll me thinking that it's cool. Like I'm going to really give them some, you know what I'm saying? For sure, I appreciate it, Cheddar. It's all good, brother. I appreciate you coming through, hollering at your boy. You dig? You know, we can talk football all day. You hear me? I do that all day. You know, that's like, it's a no-brainer. You dig? We can talk knowledge. We can talk health and wellness. That's what I do. You know, people who have problems. A lot of people sick. Winter is coming, though. I need people to understand that. Oh, I'm finna go to bed. You know, tomorrow is the day. I gotta go to work. I would have wanted to get to you today, but, you know, I had 3 consultations today, and one of them was very long because they got a lot of shit going on in their life. Like, listen, this is the reason. That's what prompted me to do The Winter is Coming. Man, like, listen. Just because, bro, listen, bro. Everybody is sick, bro. For sure. Stay in exercise science, bro. Stay sharp because it's going to come. You're going to need that. You're going to need that exercise science. You know what I'm saying? So stay sharp in that. Special education, you know, I give you props for that, for teaching special ed, bro, because it takes a different type of patience to do that. But stay on top of that because that's going to become something that people are going to need. Now, you know, I had a consultation today. I had 3 consultations today, man. Everybody's sick, bro. Some people sicker than others. Some people are sicker than others. Some people are functioning sick. Other people are not doing so well. And it's not even winter yet. We ain't even hit cold yet. We ain't even hit winter yet, bro. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, for sure, brother. For sure. That's dope. That's dope, bro. You one of them ones, bro. You one of the real ones. For real, for real. To be able to handle that, bro. You one of them ones. But listen what I'm saying, man. Exactly. K come, you know, Karanda, she deal with autism. So y'all should link up, Cheddar. Y'all goddamn could bounce some things off of each other and all that type of shit. So, listen, man. Winter ain't even here yet, bro. It ain't even cold. Like, y'all ain't even, you know what I'm saying? The sun is still going down. You know, the time done went, but When your immune system starts to set, it's gonna get bad, man. It's gonna get bad. And I need y'all to get on top of y'all health, bro. Because when it get cold, the kidneys, this be my thing for people. All you coconut oil people, when it get cold, coconut oil ain't gonna be able to help you. You gotta go to butter. You got to go, bro. When they get this, that be the problem. People don't have no sources of animal fats. They cholesterol be so fucked up. They can't even build no hormones. They just in hibernation. They just be stuck in hibernation, bro. You gotta go into animal product. I know you vegan. I know avocados is not gonna help you. Avocados are not gonna help you. When it starts to get cold and you can't build any insulation and your thyroid is going crazy and can't monitor your fucking temperature, you're going to have to deal with different types of sicknesses, man. You're gonna have to deal with types of sicknesses, bro, because the thing about it is, bro, you don't have the necessary nutrition to sustain winter. And this what be killing me. This, like everybody that's in the Caribbean, if you live in the cold, if you a descendant of the Caribbean, if you're a descendant of Africa, you come from arid conditions, and you going to New York, and you going to up top, and all this other type of shit, and you trying to figure out how your cousins in Atlanta and your cousins in Miami don't have none of the same issues y'all got, ain't but one difference: the weather. Ain't but one difference. It ain't the food. All y'all eating, still y'all eating jerk chicken, cow foot. Y'all eating oxtails. Y'all eating all the same food. Only difference is the weather. That's the only difference. And y'all are eating food like you're supposed to be in the hot, thinking that 30 degrees that you're gonna have to deal with for the next 5 or 6 months. Then as you start to deteriorate over time, you don't know what the fuck going on. Thyroid thrown out. I mean, bro, I got so many people from the Caribbean who thyroid getting thrown out. So many people from the Caribbean who got mind problems. So many people from the Caribbean who dealing with nerve problems. Like, bro, the only thing that's changed is the weather. You got to change how you're consuming foods, the types of foods that you're consuming when you're going into these cold climates. You're going into these cold climates and you still trying to eat like you're in an arid climate. You're going to get sick. Can't do that. And everybody's just doing it like it's cool. You can't do that. And that's why, over time, when your bones run out of the ability to create the blood with all of the constituents that you need to sustain life, your constitution starts getting weaker. PTSD is a trauma. That ain't got nothing to do with it. PTSD is a mental problem. And if you don't have enough B vitamins to support the brain, then you can never get rid of the PTSD. Because PTSD set in organ systems. Your organs remember that. You tense up just hearing certain things. That's why if you watch a scary movie that scared the shit out of you when you was young, if you see something that resemble it in today's time, your organ systems, they tense up. That's trauma. Ain't got nothing to do with the climate. That's a trauma. People be trying to use PTSD as a crutch. It's not. That's these people who don't know nothing. And they convince you that it's PTSD. PTSD is a mental issue. That's a mental issue. Post-traumatic. What created the trauma? It's trauma. Your organs remember trauma. A lot of people who got beat by their father, a lot of women who watched their mother get beat by their father don't like men that behave like their father. That's a trauma. A lot of young men who got ass beatings from their mama, they don't like women that behave like their mama because that's a trauma. PTSD. That's mind. That's a mind thing, bro. Bruh, I know I had an uncle who was in Vietnam, came home, had a flashback, almost killed his old lady. My grandmother beat his ass. I don't know how he could whoop his old lady, but my grandmother come off the top rope. My brother, my little brother, Marine, Afghanistan, Kuwait, all that shit, he shell shocked. PTSD. That's a mind problem. That ain't got nothing to do with nutrition. Because the eyes are connected to the brain. When you get the fuck out of time, which nobody seems to want to do, everybody want to remember the good old days. And when you start to remember the good old days, the good old bad days come with it. And when you get caught up in what has transpired, instead of looking at being grateful for what you have now and looking forward to what you're going to create, and you get caught in the past, you'll forever have PTSD. It's called post. After the fact. Post. That shit don't work with me, dog. I just tell you to stop remembering. Stop remembering and start living. PTSD is a memory problem because you're too busy trying to remember instead of living. That's how life passed you by. You stuck in time. We get the fuck out of time. We live in joy. And I got like that don't work with me because I got people who seen war. Like y'all talking about traumas from child abuse. I'm talking about trauma from having to kill a child. I'm talking about trauma from seeing a child blow your friend to smithereens. Y'all don't know what PTSD is. Till you talk to somebody that's really got PTSD and you coach them back to life instead of allowing them to stay stuck in time. That's a time management problem. See, when we start to manage our time in our mind, when you start to manage your time in your mind, when your mind starts to go back to that past, when it starts to go back to the past, man, come on, bro. That's when you got to start talking to yourself for real. Like, come on, man. Stop all that shit. Look at where we at. Look what we got. We living good, boy. Life is grand. But you trying to go back to that, bro. Stop all that, man. We ain't on that. And over time, your mind is, that's just like, certain shit, I don't even remember what happened until somebody bring it up. I be like, damn, that shit did happen. I ain't really want to remember it because it was terrible. Like, nobody want to remember no trauma, man. Because I got so good at getting out of time and that shit faded away because I have a different type of appreciation for where I'm at. And the people that come into my life, I appreciate you. You see what I'm saying? I appreciate where I'm at. I appreciate what I got. I appreciate the people that come into my life. So it don't allow me to, my mind to wander back into the trauma. Because I'm always creating now and accepting what's coming. Looking forward to what's coming, the greatness that's coming. You see what I'm saying? It just is, and it takes work. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that that shit is easy. You know what I'm saying? It takes work. You got to be on top of your mind, bro. You got to be mindful. All is mind. All is mind. See, that's the thing about it. The universe don't play no. It don't do no picks and chooses. That's why you have to be. You have like you are the sum culmination of the choices that you make. Like back in people who got drafted for one, they didn't have a choice. You see what I'm saying? But you got a choice. You got to make the best decision for you. So we don't do no judgment over here, only understanding. So you make the best decision for you. That was your decision. If you suffering from these things, I'm not gonna condemn you for it. That's judgment. I'm not gonna condemn you for making the best decision for you. All I can think about is now. How are you feeling now? Where you at right now? What are you dealing with right now? How can we fix right now? When you get out of time and start worried about what didn't happen to you and start worried about what can we do right now, and you constantly stay in the now and you constantly look forward to what's to come, then you don't have time. Your energy field don't have time to allow that trauma to continue to come back. So then when it does come back, that's because you never got it off of your organs. See them butterflies? Them butterflies that you had, that fear that you had, that all of that terror that you had, that's engraved in your organ systems. And that's why a lot of people can't get rid of it. And so what you have to do, you have to forgive yourself, because a lot of people have that self-guilt, like, man, I the one who said I was gonna go to the military. I'm the one who said I was gonna do that, and they deal with this guilt. Bro, you gotta forgive yourself, bro, so you can move forward in life. And that'd be the hardest thing, because a lot of people, they feel like they feel like, man, I should have, I woulda, shoulda, coulda. Listen, the universe operates the way that it's supposed to operate. Ain't no such thing as luck. It operates the way that it operates. You don't really know what was in the mind of a person that when things happen to them. You don't know, because you're not them. You're only you. Ain't but one you. Ain't no other one. You're the only one. Ain't no other them. You don't know what they was thinking. You don't know how they felt. They could have, man, listen. It's people that contemplate taking themselves off the planet every day. You don't know what's in the mind of a person when they make the decisions that they make. So you can't hold yourself accountable for another man's decision. You can only hold yourself accountable for your decisions. And if a decision puts you first, then you can't have no guilt about putting you over anybody that exists on the planet. Because if you're not good, then you're not good for anybody on the planet. You got to be good first. That's the reason why everybody say save yourself first and then help others. Because what good are you to anybody when you're not good? You got to be on your shit, bro. You got to be good. You got to be sound mind. Like, I can't help nobody if I'm fucking crazy. Y'all be going to these psychopaths, sociopaths. These motherfuckers be crazy, cuz, for real. And y'all be going to them telling them, oh, yo, fucking, for real? All they doing is taking notes to see how they gonna finesse somebody out their drawers. Oh, she vulnerable if she does this. If she's dealt with this in her life and she's had this going on, this is what turns her on and this what turns her off. And these perverted ass doctors go and they try to use this in society and do case studies and run all this stuff with their colleagues. And then y'all got all these crazy people out here in the, in the fields that's supposed to be helping you. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, the world is crazy. Heaven, I train personal trainers. I'm a master trainer. I train personal trainers on how to run their business. I don't personal train them on. I've been certified since '97. What's that? 30 years almost. Been training 30 years, but now I just train trainers how to train, because these trainers don't know nothing. Everybody try to train everybody like a bodybuilder. That's not practical in life. Him too. Hey, listen. Feminism don't work over here, because I'm harder on the dudes than I am the women. Trust me. Trust me. I'm harder on the dudes than I am the women. The whole sexism shit don't work over here, because if you know me, you know I'm hard on the dudes. I have a different standard for dudes than I have for women. Women are emotional. That's no excuse. They got to learn who they are. But they supposed to be balanced out by the masculine principles. But they don't have that around, because these men behave more like women than men. Trust me, I'm hard on the men than I am the women. Trust me. Ain't nothing worse than a man who claims that he's a man but behaves like a woman. Like, ain't nothing worse. There's nothing worse than a man who claims that he's a man, but everything that he does resembles the behavior of a woman. Like, men are supposed to be patient. Men are supposed to be communicators. Most of these niggas communicate like they mama. With their hands. With guns. With violence. That's why you get what you get. I mean, I've coached young men. I've coached this, like, I seen this coming 10 years ago, 15 years ago. When I was coaching Optimus and Pee Wee League, and I ain't see the three daddies at practice, I'm like, okay, cool. The dads at work. The moms, the soccer moms, I looked at it from that perspective. When I come to the mom and I tell the mom, look, these are the behavioral issues that you're going to have to correct in order for your son to be steady and successful at this craft. This craft transcends into real life, because you have to be able to accept criticism. You have to be able to work well in groups. You have to be able to accept other people's opinions and perspectives and give yours in a manner that's conducive for the benefit of the group. These are the qualities that I was teaching these kids. But as a coach, we need the parents' help. So when I bring this to the parents, they give me the static. I'm like, okay, I can't talk to the mama, because they don't be trying to hear that shit about their sons, man. Like, this nigga, like, ma'am, these are the qualities that I'm saying that's gonna cost and be a detriment. You need to work on this. A lot of women, they be like, all right, cool, because they don't want their sons to be no bitch. So they like, all right, cool, you know, I'll put this in them, even if the dad's not around, they brother, they uncle, somebody, like, look, they'll even tell their son, like, if whenever he say something, you better listen. see what I'm saying? You'll put some sort of masculinity around him, even if the daddy not around. But when I get to the point to where, okay, these things are not happening, and I start seeing kids fail because of their attitude, because of their inability to take a loss, because they're no longer so confident that when they make a mistake, they feel like the world is coming down on them and they don't know how to make a mistake and accept that it's a mistake. You're going to make them as a kid. As a child, you're going to make mistakes. You're going to forget things. You're going to leave this dish a little dirty. You're not going to do everything perfect. As a coach, my job is to help these kids understand, bro, you're not going to be perfect, and it's okay if you fail. You can be better the next play. You can be better the next year. You can be better. Work on the things that you failed at this year. Work harder on those things. It's okay. You got your whole life ahead of you to be a winner. These are the growing pains. But when you got parents who don't allow no margin for error, and they have their own agenda, and that the kid is their paycheck. He got to get to the league. Then you play in the league? I need you to use your connects. He's 11. The fuck is you talking about? I need to use my connects. He's 11. He don't even know the basics of he don't even know how to behave. Because you give him everything he wants. He the nicest, he the smooth, he the coldest player. He got all the new shit trash on the field. I don't want to tell you that your son trash. Because you spending all this money to make him look good for who? When he don't have no skill set. And I tell you, this is what you can do this is what you do when he's home. I'm a certified personal master trainer. Been doing this shit for 30 years, bro. This is what you need to have your son do this offseason in order to correct these mistakes. No. He hanging out, chilling, eating, this and that and the third. He was a wide receiver last year at 11U. He a whole D lineman this year at 12U. I'm like, he confused. All the other kids looking at him like, hey, chubby. They picking at him, just doing what kids do. Like, damn, boy, what you ate a whole deer? You know kids are mean. So now, after all the jokes and he feeling the type of way, first day of practice, I got to tell the other kids like, yo, we don't do that. Teammates. Now I got to change the way that he think. I got to change the trajectory. Hey, dog, you going to be a dog D lineman, dog. We eating everything. Ain't nobody going to be able to stop you. I got to change his confidence now. I gotta coach him as a kid. I gotta change the way that he think about himself, because kids make other kids feel like that they are not important. And if the mama sitting home, look at all your fat ass do is eat, all look at you, ain't gonna even be able to run the ball next year. She don't know the difference between a running back and a D lineman. I don't give a fuck if he's a running back last year. He could be the top defensive end in 12U this year. We can always make it work. It's about building confidence. Most people don't even know how to build confidence in these kids. Y'all got kids. I watch these youth coaches coaching these kids talk so bad to them. These kids are just functioning off of sheer will. If you gave them any kind of confidence, I watch, like in Atlanta, we got the Red Dog U, we got DBU, we got the Red Dog Uni, we got all these when y'all go to YouTube, y'all see the dogs out of Cali, the dogs out of Texas, the dogs out of Louisiana, and the dogs out of Atlanta, and the absolute monsters out of Florida. All the ones that win, kids got confidence. They got that sheen on them. It's like they smooth. They got that sheen on them. They just got that smoothness about them. Confidence. There's a time to yell and fuss, but for the most part, developing-minded kids, they need to be given the confidence to be good in their skin. They have to be good in their skin. They have to know that what their role is. They have to know what their role is in the house. Son, you got to make sure your room is clean. You got to do what your mother asks you to do. You got to do your homework. You got to participate in society. That's their job. Their jobs is to participate in the household, in society, take the teachings that they're going to get from the brotherhood and translate that over. All of this shit go together. The respect, the not talking back, the being disciplined enough to not cuss when an adult is around, to hold your tongue, to be able to be poised under pressure. I don't teach these kids. These kids don't have none of these skill sets. These kids don't have none of these skill sets, bro, today. And I'm telling you, like, prime time about to change the whole way the NIL is done. And people don't even see it coming. All this coming into, like, you seeing how even the playing field is? Anybody can lose at any time. SEC is a killing field. I'm just telling you that anybody can lose in SEC. SEC is going to be a cancel out conference. Because NIL has changed everything, because you got the Division II and them junior college players who are absolute Neanderthals on the field. That didn't get this, they ain't got no stars by their name. They come into these schools and they eating the lunches of these little kids that's got 5-star, 4-star. They can't hold us, they can't even survive on the same playing field. And they trying to figure out where this dude come from. He was in this little school over in Idaho. He was in this little town over in Texas. He was in Bro Bridge. He come from Bro Bridge. He played at Bro Bridge. He played at Picayune. He played at a school you never even heard of before in these small towns. Absolute monster. He had to go Division II. He had to go junior college. Alabama see him. Florida see him. Florida State see him. Miami see him. Nebraska see him. Michigan see him. Oh, these kids is transferring. You're like, oh shit, where these kids come from? Damn, where he come from? Absolute dogs. The playing field is getting ridiculous. And what's going to happen over the next 3 or 4 years is going to be about class. Can I coach you? Ain't going to be no walking in talking about I need this amount of money. We'll holler at you. Ain't nobody worth that amount of money when I can go to junior college and get a motherfucker for 100,000. You talking about you need 900. I know 10 junior college players right now that'll come play at any big time school and be absolutely all-Americans. Consensus. I know talent when I see it. We done trained kids for 25 years. You ain't that good, cuz. You just went into a camp and got a star and a name put by you. I know 10 kids who hungrier than you, 10 kids that's faster than you, 10 kids that's stronger than you, 10 kids that's better than you, that's not playing on no all-star team like Marta Day. That's not playing on no all-star team like Bishop Gorman. That's not playing on no all-star team like IMG. They're not playing in private schools. They playing in public schools. That's why when you look at North Shore, Carrollton, Langston Hughes, all these different public schools in Texas and Louisiana and Alabama and Georgia, these public schools, they're not playing on a private school level. Then you look at Valdosta. They call that the University of Valdosta, South Panola, the University of South Panola. These are public schools in the country in very small towns that send kids all over the place, and you don't know where they came from until they show up at these big-time universities. And with this NIL, you're going to see a whole lot of these 2, 3, 4, 5. Y'all thought they was falling off the bandwagon 5, 6, 7 years ago. You finna see all of these so-called 3-star, 4-star, 5 stars get humbled real fast with these no-star, 2 stars, 3 stars. Who was that? Who was that player we just looked at that was a no-star? That just absolutely killed. That just killed somebody big time. An absolute no. Oh, the quarterback from Miami. He was a no-star. The quarterback from Miami was a no-star. Zay, one of our clients. Restrepo. Zay Restrepo, one of our clients. We had Zay since 9th grade. No-star. So you finna see a transition in college football unlike you never seen before. You're gonna see dogs from all walks of life. That's a fact. That diva recruit mess is over with. Cam Ward was a no-star, bro. He didn't even get no recognition. And see, my boy Leaf, Belief, the head I got Belief, Leaf went to Washington State. He went to Wazoo. He was like, bro, I'm telling you, bro. Y'all gotta understand, bro. The landscape of college football right now, bro, I'm telling you, once all these old ass COVID kids graduate and get out, all these 9, 8, all these 27-year-olds playing with these 18-year-olds, these 28, 29-year-olds, once these grown ass men get out of college and the playing field becomes equal again, them COVID kids, it's COVID shit about over with. Not only you finna see the changing trajectory of college football, you finna see the worst quality of football. Y'all think the NFL bad. Y'all think the NFL quality is bad. I played in the NFL, bro. Y'all think the NFL quality is bad. We love college football. College football because college football is exciting. You finna see the quality of college football deteriorate. Because everybody think that little NIL money is gonna sustain them. Bruh, them 4 years gonna go by fast. You ain't really finna get no money on your red shirt year. You gonna take this red shirt, ain't nobody gonna pay you. You feel like it's like Buddy at Nevada. They didn't pay him on his NIL deal. They didn't promise him to pay. They didn't pay. Rightfully so. He take his red shirt. Rightfully so. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. Where you gonna go? Where you gonna go? Because everybody else is playing. And when they enter the portal, they're gonna have film. You got 3 film. From Nevada. You played at Nevada or wherever the fuck you at. You ain't played against no top tiers. Where you gonna get that money at? Bro, it's because these kids don't know nothing. Their parents don't know nothing. They don't know how to set them up. They don't listen. And then on top of that, TikTok is counting. The IRS is coming for their money. They don't care about nothing else. They don't care that you ain't playing no more. They gonna come for their taxes. Like, it's so much shit, bro. It's so many layers, man. I'm just here for all the smoke. I'm just here to watch it. Because it's gonna be crazy. And I'm here for it. And I'm here to say, I tried to help you. What I offer for these college kids is what I've been offering for my NFL clients for the last 15 years. And they money good. I got some clients, they still spending their first contract money. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit crazy, man. It's going to, like, everything is about to change, man. Quality of the league going down. And see, the quality of the college players determines the quality of the league. Now, what's going to happen is the league is going to get a little bit better because kids are going to start staying in school longer to get that NIL money because they ain't going to fucking be good enough to go play in the league against some grown-ass men. You're going to see more of the Bryce Young debacle. You're going to see more. Look at these rookie quarterbacks. Like Tom Brady said, rookie quarterbacks should not be playing in the NFL. Bruh. Everybody ain't like Jaden Daniels. You got to understand, Jaden Daniels was in school for 6 years. He was ready. Jaden Daniels had a long college career. He was ready. Caleb not ready. I don't know why everybody kept making a big deal. Caleb wasn't ready. He's not ready. He's not ready. Stroud is a result of a system. The same way Drew Brees in New Orleans was the result of a system. Sean Payton had a perfect system because Sean Payton was a quarterback coach. He understood how to use the strengths and weaknesses of Drew Brees and play to his strengths. Had a great defensive coordinator in Mike Williams. The same thing is going on with the Texans. As you see, it's getting harder and harder for Stroud to make the same type of plays that he did last year because this eye in the sky don't lie. See, that's the thing about the league. Jaden Daniels, he might be successful this year, but the eye in the sky don't lie. And as people get more and more film on you and start taking away all of your strengths and weaknesses, defensive coordinators are extremely smart. Defensive linemen and linebackers are extremely witty. You can't be putting these young kids in the game playing against these men who are masters of their craft. They played this game for a long time. And you been in college, worried about your NIL money, playing 3 powder puff games and playing against a couple of tough teams with 2 or 3 good players. When you get to the league, cuz, nigga, everybody cold. I don't care what you get. The team that's on 15 are absolutely beat the brakes off the best college team in college. The worst NFL team will beat the absolute brakes off of the best in a college football team. I'm talking about, I remember, I'm an Alabama fan. I'm a Nick Saban fan. I know Nick. I've been around him. I trained a lot of his players at LSU, trained a couple of his players at Alabama. I grew up close to Tuscaloosa. I'm an Alabama fan. In Alabama, Ohio State, USC, University of Texas, National Championship, Clemson, their best team, the worst team in the NFL will beat the absolute brakes off of them. It wouldn't even be a close game. I remember people like, man, the Tide can beat them. No, they can't. They can't. I'm just telling you. The speed, everything is... The game is so fast. And the margin of error is slim to none, bro. The worst team in the league. The athletic talent is night and day. And I'm telling you, like, when you get to the league, bro, it's a different ball game. And until that game slow down to you, bro, it's tough. It's tough on everybody that's a rookie. It's tough on linebackers, tough on linemen, it's tough on quarterbacks, it's tough on running backs because them holes open fast. Them motherfucking holes open and close. And if you hesitate and miss it, boys, man, everybody fast. Everybody. You got D linemen, 300-pound D linemen that run 4.6, bro. You got linebackers that run 4.2. You got DBs that run 4.1. Bro, everybody is fast. Everybody fast. Everybody fast, man. So your talent that's hovering head and shoulders over everybody else, that shit is obsolete. Your skill set is what gets you through the league. You got to be smart. You can't just be athletic. And these college players are stupid as fuck. They don't understand angles. They don't know how to make heady decisions. And it's deteriorating the game. And you're going to see that translate over because college players become pro players. It's going to get better because a lot of college players are going to stay in college for a little bit longer to get their NIL money before they go to the pros and try and figure out if they're going to get cut or not. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I got to go too, Heaven. Thank y'all for tuning in. I just wanted to come talk a little bit. I'll talk football some other day. I'll talk gambling some other day. But y'all get the picture, bro. Y'all the greatest, man. Stop playing with yourself. Man, get on y'all shit, man. Get in the mirror, man. Stop listening to these people tell you that who you ain't. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing. Be the best you that you can be. Because I ain't but one. Ain't going to be another one. I'm looking for another you. Ain't another you. Ain't never been. Ain't going to never be. So be the best one. The only one. Be great. Don't fuck with free will. Don't get involved in white affairs. Stay away from nigga shit. Never late.